What's going on YouTube? Welcome to Wes's Angling. So we're doing something a little bit different today. I've got the ugly stick and a spinning reel, and I'm going to try a bit of lure fishing. Now, I've never done lure fishing before in my life, so this is literally a first for me. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Something a little bit different. Might not catch anything, but fingers crossed. My dad's with me today as well. He's done a bit of lure fishing before, but a long time ago, eh, Dad?
Oh yeah, it must be 30 or 40 years ago.
About 30 or 40 years ago. So this is all I'm using. Now, I've not got a clue what I'm doing, so don't take any advice from me, but I want to have a chance of catching perch and pike. So I've just got some of this 10-pound soft strand wire, which is actually knottable. You can see I've done a figure of 8 loop knot there. And then I've just got that running to a small swivel, and I've just got a little snap, American snap swivel there, holding the lure on. So that's a 7-gram ribbed shad. So we'll see how that moves in the water. A decent perch should be able to take that, and a pike as well. I'm using wire, I'm using a little bit of wire just in case we do get a pike. Now we're on the canal, so there'll be perch and pike in here. And then on the main line, I've just got some 20-pound, which is probably overkill, braid. So that's 20-pound spider wire, so it's really low diameter, and it should be low visibility as well. But that's the little setup that I'm using today. I might swap to a little worm jig as well, so we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we catch something. I'm not massively confident, like I said, literally the first time I've done it, but I'm pretty excited to try it. Hopefully the ugly stick doesn't let us down. Okay, so I've just got a small 4000 reel, and like I said, braid line. So I'm just going to see how this shad looks in the water. Oh yeah, that swims nicely. Like tiger colours, this shad. Hopefully you can see that on the GoPro. I'm not sure you'll be able to though. But that's swimming well. Don't think a pike will be able to resist that. I usually use my head cam, but because we're on the canal and there's going to be people about, I don't want to look like a complete idiot. So I've got you on the chest cam, but you might not get as good a view. But let's see if we can get this lure under the trees on the far bank there. Okay, let's pour it. Sunk really fast. So, let's see if we can get it a bit further under. Oh, that's perfect cast. Very weedy. Absolutely covered in leaves today. Now, I'm not sure on the techniques or anything. I think with these kind of jig heads, you're meant to let them sink and then jig them upwards. But this is sinking really fast. It's probably sinking a little bit too quick. Really visible in the water though. I imagine that a hungry pike is try under the bridge. I imagine that a hungry pike wouldn't say no to that. I have brought my polarising glasses today as well, so that'll help us out. I just want to get a better view of this lure swimming. I'm hoping you can get it, but it swims really well. Look at that through the water. I've not a clue what I'm doing. Just throwing the lure in, doing a bit of a slow retrieve. You can let it sink to the bottom, I think, and then twitch it up, but you've got a chance, I think, of getting snagged up if you do that. But we'll move down the canal and see what's down there, because if you can see that, we're getting covered in weed here. So for those of you that are local, this is the Leeds-Liverpool Canal, and we're on the Adlington stretch. If you wanted to come down and not catch like us. But no, it's good to do something different and try new things. Like I say, we're just after anything. My dad's got a slightly lighter setup than me. He's only using 8-pound braid, and he's using a fluorocarbon hook link, and he's got a small worm jig. If we need to scale down, we can scale down, but like I said, I'm fishing for perch or pike, pretty much anything that'll take it. But we'll just have a walk down the canal and see what we find. I believe this is a technique you can use, just literally walking it down the edge of the canal. Fair play to the YouTubers that do all this canal fishing, because it's really hard to film and cast lures at the same time. I'm guessing I know about it if I got a bite. Like I say, absolute beginner to this, probably making a right embarrassment of myself, but just jigging it along. Shouldn't have to do much with the action of the lure. Don't even know if this stretch of canal holds fish. Literally just taking a shot in the dark. Well, not got a clue what I'm doing, but we're doing it. So today's mainly just about practicing casting the lure, trying some techniques, remembering to open your bail arm. From when I've been watching other people on YouTube doing this kind of lure fishing on canals and rivers, they say pick a swim and then work the swim in a clockwise rotation. Now I know that you can just do like a medium retrieve like this. I think you can walk it down the edge of the canal as well, like that, and I think you can let it sink to the bottom and then jig it up. Obviously the main aim when you're lure fishing is to make your lure look like a real fish, or a fish that's in distress at least, and then obviously a pike or a perch will come up and take the bait. Talking like I know what I'm doing here. Now, by all means, feel free to give me pointers in the comments below, or some tips. I'm just walking it down the edge of the canal here, where a pike might be holed up, and that lure's just swimming nicely down the side. Yeah, like trying anything new. I don't think there's anything wrong with what we're doing. You just get confidence, don't you? Once you've caught, you get a certain amount of confidence with it. But because we've never done it before, we don't really know what to expect. You know, I don't even know what it feels like when you get a bite. I'm guessing you know about it. I'm guessing it feels very similar to getting snagged. Look at this stretch of canal, folks. Absolutely picturesque. I mean, I've still caught out, but might have had a little bit of a bite before. Bit of a snag there. I just want to try and get a bit closer to. Well, we've just found a really fishy looking stretch of canal. Look at all these overhanging bushes and stuff on this right hand side. This definitely looks like it's worth a go if we can get underneath them. Well guys, we're in. We're in. I don't think it's actually hooked, so Dad's just trying to get the net out. No, don't, Dad, I don't want to lose it. Don't want to lose it.
Extend it.
You unscrew it. Look at us, such amateurs. Yeah! We did it. Oh, look at this. I'm sorry, but I'm definitely buzzing over this. This is my first pike. Never caught a pike before in my life. And it was just on a slow retrieve. But look at that little jack pike. Look at that.
Probably the smallest pike I've ever seen.
What do you mean it's smallest pike you've ever seen?
No.
Biggest pike I've ever caught. What about that, eh? First time lure fishing. I know you're all thinking, oh my god, it was tiny, but like I said, first pike I've ever caught, and it was on this little tiger shad, 7 centimeters, and that's a 5 gram jig head. But that's it. Can't believe it. Probably about 1,000 casts, but it's given me a little bit more confidence. Not much, but a little bit. And it was literally just on a slow retrieve like this. To be honest with you, I weren't even thinking about it. It just hammered it. It was either laying in wait in that margin, or it's followed it from this bridge here, because I cast down this way. We're going to call it a day and head back. Been a successful first time lure fishing. It might not seem a lot to you guys, but I'm absolutely buzzing with that little pike. Never caught a pike before in my life, so just watching this kingfisher flying up here. Really nice little stretch of canal this. Probably walked about, I don't know, 2 miles ish, casting pretty much all the way along. Maybe cast, I don't know, 500 times ish down the canal. And that was the only fish that we've got today. Like I say, I've never done it before, so I don't know how often you normally catch when you come doing this kind of thing. Whether it should be more often than that, I don't know. But the canal seemed quiet. I've not seen any fish activity on the canal. No small fish, no roach, nothing like that. A lot of the stretches were really clear. This was the only stretch that was a little bit murky, which is probably why the fish are holed up here. Probably a good sign of fish activity that it's not clear. You know, that fish are potentially stirring up the bottom. But I hope you've enjoyed this short walk down the canal, something a little bit different. And we've got another species ticked off on the ugly stick. So we'll see you next time on the next Westies Angling.